Brani Mata. I'm Bianca from Warida Holistic Wellness. Many women arrive in healing spaces carrying a quiet belief that something inside them is broken. Years of expectations, responsibilities, grief, trauma, burnout, or simply the weight of constantly showing up for everyone else can slowly disconnect a woman from herself. From the outside, she may look strong, capable, and successful. Inside, she may feel exhausted, unsure, or like she has somehow lost herself along the way. This experience is far more common than many people realise. Modern wellbeing systems often try to address these feelings by focusing on symptoms: anxiety, stress, burnout, low confidence. These things matter. Of course they do. Support and professional care are incredibly important. Something deeper is often missing from the conversation. The missing piece is connection. Connection to self, connection to wisdom, connection to voice, connection to purpose, connection to country, connection to ancestors. At Warida Holistic Wellness, the work I do with women is built around what I call the Warida Method. The Warida Method is grounded in Indigenous wisdom and recognises something very important. Healing does not come from fixing people. Healing comes from creating the space where women can reconnect with the wisdom that already lives within inside of them. Three ideas sit at the heart of this approach: deep listening, inner fire, and the ripple effect. Deep listening is central to many Indigenous knowledges, and in Buddy Maya it is known as Ngāti Gowanda, which means thinking, listening, feeling strongly with your mind, your heart, and your spirit. Deep listening goes beyond hearing words. It means slowing down enough to truly hear what your body, your intuition, and your story are telling you. Modern life is incredibly noisy. Social expectations, work pressures, social media, and constant productivity can drown out our own inner voice. When women begin to practice deep listening, their clarity begins to return. That is where Warida's Listen framework comes into play, and it is super powerful. The Listen framework offers a simple pathway for reconnecting with yourself. The first step is L, or locate yourself. Every woman has a story. Experiences, relationships, cultural connections, and life events all shape who we are. Locating yourself means understanding where you are in your life journey without judgment. The next step is I, interrupt the noise. Noise shows up in many forms: external expectations, pressure to constantly achieve, and the belief that we should always have everything under control. I mean, come on, how ludicrous. Interrupting the noise allows space for something much more important. The next stage is to sit with deep listening, or the S. This is where Ngāti Gowanda comes into practice. Deep listening creates space to hear your own thoughts, emotions, intuition, and innate feminine wisdom without rushing to fix or suppress them, or really analyse them. From this space comes the next stage, T, or trust inner knowing. Many women have been taught to doubt their intuition. Relearning to trust your inner knowing can be incredibly powerful. Your lived experience holds wisdom that no external system can replace. That brings us to the E in listen. Embody empowerment. Empowerment is not simply a feeling. It becomes visible in the choices we make, setting boundaries, speaking truth, choosing environments that honour well-being. Finally, we reach the N in listen. Nurture collective change. Empowerment never stops with one person. When a woman reconnects with herself, it ripples outwards. Families shift, workplaces shift, communities begin to change. This ripple effect leads into another concept I speak about often, the inner fire framework. Inner fire represents the part of you that remembers who you truly are. It's the place where courage, creativity, wisdom, and voice come from. Life experiences can dim that fire. Expectations, trauma, systemic barriers, and burnout can slowly reduce the space we give ourselves. The inner fire framework supports women to reconnect with that power through a series of stages. The journey begins with inner awareness, recognizing the signs of disconnection. It continues with deep listening, creating space to hear yourself again. Women then move into nurturing self-worth, recognizing the value of their voice, their experience and knowledges. The next stage is empowered boundaries, protecting your energy and well-being. This leads to reconnection, reconnecting with community, culture, country, and purpose. From that place emerges future vision, imagining what life could look like when it truly aligns with who you are. And then the next stage is inner fire activation, where women begin taking courageous steps forward in their lives. The final step is the ripple effect, where empowerment spreads far beyond the individual. One of the most powerful things I witness in this work is how quickly transformation spreads. When one woman reconnects with her inner fire, the people around her notice. Children observe it. Friends feel inspired by it. Workplaces become healthier environments. Communities gain stronger voices. Healing and empowerment are never just personal journeys. They are collective journeys. The Warida Method recognises that every woman already carries extraordinary wisdom. Space, deep listening, and culturally safe support simply allow that wisdom to rise again. The future of well-being may not come from louder solutions. The future may come from deeper listening. One simple question can begin that journey. When was the last time you truly listened to yourself? If that question resonates with you, your inner fire may already be calling you back. And that's the space to start from. Yoda.